So what do we got here?
We got guitar I'm assembling right now. Right now I'm getting the pickups installed. I just run the outside string so I can get everything centered. Before I put the pickups in, we gotta get the harness. We'll tame this mess soon. We'll get this all wired up. But yeah, this is from a repeat customer, Matt. It's all Maine maple, Brazilian rosewood fingerboard, Brazilian rosewood headstock. Pretty cool.
Let me get a close up real quick. Cool. And then there's some body blanks in these guitars right here, which I have footage already of you sanding the black one, so maybe you could talk about that one too.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
This is on the home stretch. This just needs one more round of wet sanding. Then I can buff it, beginning assembling it. This one's cool. It's got a kind of inside out grain where I painted this black first, and then I put a white pore filler on there to get that contrast. It's a little hard to tell now since it's sort of matted from the sanding, but that's going to be really cool. Got a YG over here, Bubinga top. This is what the finish looks like before wet sanding, before buffing. Mahogany body, flame maple neck. It's been a second, I can't remember what the board is. I believe it's ebony. Yeah, ebony with diamonds. Pretty cool, V head. Got a rough carved archtop YG. This is what it looks like before it gets sanded. Before binding, before all that stuff. This is a really cool one for Tim Lehigh. This is a dyed and stabilized redwood top, box elder back. It's gonna be really cool. Gonna do some custom inlays on that, working off of some of his drawings. What else? Another archtop YG, flame maple top. This needs sanding. Needs a top binding route done. You can see we did the inside binding. Needs the outside binding. That'll be done next. So, from Macy.
Cool. You want to show like this stuff? I'm thinking specifically that like, quilted maple.
Yeah.
Crazy looking.
Yeah. That's tubular bubble, whatever you want to call it, quilted maple. This is the kind I really like, and you can see under the bark, it's actually the wood's actually shaped like that. So when you see it flat, you're just getting like a different representation of it. It's really neat. And
Psychedelic.
yeah. Got another kind of a different variety of quilt. You can, I don't know what you would call that necessarily, but it doesn't quite have the bubble tube sort of figure. Got a guitar I got to ship out today. Excited about this Claro walnut. Pretty neat stuff. Dramatic. Is this the side? Yeah, okay. There's the top. There's the book match. It's pretty neat stuff. A lot of wiggle on that one.
Sweet. You want to show off any of this stuff, or is this?
Yeah.
I just hit the alarm when we go like trade secret.
No, I get it. This is a unusually wide piece of pink ivory, and it's also got a little bit of curl to it, so this is interesting. It's got some cool defects. I think that stuff's neat to include that. Got a little measure of sapwood on there too, but super duper hard, heavy stuff. Big slab of Brazilian rosewood, also not without defects, but this stuff's cool. I'll do a resin fill on that, and it's pretty neat. Zero coat. This stuff's far out. Great fingerboard material.
Oh, can you show that crazy burl top with that has the holes in it? Looks like the skull.
Oh yeah. It's over here somewhere. There's a couple pieces to it, actually. Yeah, that's the top. So this is Buckeye burl, and you know, I thought I had another piece in here. Well, anyway, I got wood everywhere. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. Very soft, almost like pine type hardness. And eventually, I'll combine this with its other piece, which would probably fit down here. I was actually fitting them together, and do a resin fill, maybe something wild, maybe some pearl or something in there, and yeah, that'll be a guitar top someday. Had this for a long time too. It was it was kind of like a cube, so I had to get creative and just kind of work with that. This was the size of it, and it's maybe like 4 inches deep, so kind of using what I can, getting creative with this one. I should open this up someday.
Speed this up and put like cool music on it.
The Benny Hill theme. It's my favorite song. This is an XL flame maple top. This is for Explorer sized. I'm not making an Explorer, calm down. But that's a big piece of flame maple. And it's going for a rather large base I have planned. What else? Another cool piece of Cerakote. We cut this stuff into fingerboards someday. This one's semi-dramatic. It gets really dramatic sometimes. Polonia body blanks. This stuff's super light. It's like balsa wood. It's crazy. This is I got some guitars coming up that we're trying to get like under 6 pounds, and doing this and for most of the body and also chambering it will get us there. Regular Honduras mahogany, genuine mahogany body blanks, 1 piece, big old body, and a ton of mahogany necks. I got another stack somewhere. There's a little bit of play in the cavity on purpose, and that way if there's like a slight misalignment, I can still get the humbuckers, I can still get the pickups centered under the strings so it looks cool. This thing's crazy. So this is like the 4th time I'm putting this switch in. Yeah, I think I got it now. What do we got here? So this is my personal favorite pickup combo. It's a Bill Lawrence L500 XL in the back and a Lawler Raw Power in the front. I just think they're a really great pair. I can't remember what the color is on these. I gotta find out. I think black and I think green and red go together, blue and black, and a white's hot. Yeah. I like wiring. This stuff's just relaxing to me.
Is there any part of making the guitar that's not relaxing?
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's certain sort of high stakes operations that are just kind of inherently sketchy, and like a lot rides on it. You know, there's But that's like just instead of relaxing, it's exciting. There's a lot of things that are just sort of a one-shot deal, and if you mess it up, then you're in trouble. But one of my favorite things about it is it's a multitude of jobs. You're never doing something very long. Almost like I never do any one thing long enough to get tired of it. That was ice coming off the roof. I think it just smashed into my heat pump from the sound of it.
That was loud as shit.
I hope my heat pump's okay. That Alright, just gotta ground these pickups and this harness is done. Get a serial number in there and that's done. This is crazy.
Fork in it, it's done.
Yeah.
How long does something like this take from tip to toe?
Hours, I don't know. I always have like 20 guitars going, so I know. It's difficult to explain. I think of it more as like effort, and I got a good idea like the time it takes to do the headstock binding and the time it takes to make this a neck through versus a set neck and stuff like that. So I got a way to charge fairly, I think, but hours, that's a little mysterious. Let's put some knobs on this thing. Got a little thing I do with these switch tips. They have a mold line on here, and when I'm switching, I hate feeling that. So what I do is I sand it off, then I buff the switch tip again. I just stick this. I think it's a 1032 thread. This is just a cap screw. Some 800 grit sandpaper. $1200 grit wet. Take this over the buffing wheel. Now it's done. It's guitars are like a majorly tactile thing, so the more things you can have that like feel nice on like a subtle level like that, like people either know like if the frets feel good or if they don't, but they couldn't like pinpoint the fret end and the, you know what I mean? So it's more about just making it like friendly and approachable, and little details like that I think add up. I'm thinking. These ones usually go on like a gem. Yeah, I think these witch hats will be cool. That one actually, went from one extreme to the other. Sometimes. Take a flathead screwdriver and just very, very gently open that up. It's not going to take much harassment, so you got to be careful with it. There we go. I might give it a little bit of action over here. That's fucking cool. So now we need a truss rod cover, a back plate cover, and a serial number. Strap buttons. That's completely assembled.